Welcome everybody. This is it. This is my very first vlog, and just want to introduce myself. I'm Waylum. I go by Spumoni Toys Co. on social media, on all the platforms. I'm a toy designer, illustrator, and I figured I'd start doing some vlogs and just kind of following what I do. So you're gonna start seeing some like my toy designing videos, process and progress and work in progress projects. But maybe you'll get some toy hunts because I do like collecting stuff as well. So you'll see a lot of that, or just any places I go to visit and pick something up, and we'll do some unboxing videos as well. But yeah, first one. And you'll probably see different formats because I'll be playing around with what I kind of am comfortable with or what I like for the next few vlogs until I dial in what I'm trying to do. So I hope you guys just enjoy the content. And yeah, this first one, we're gonna be going to a shop that's in the U District called HiFi LoFi. It's a really neat shop. It's got like a city pop aesthetic to it, just a lot of bright colors in there, a lot of like retro anime, vinyl records, a lot of like obsolete tech, you know, laser discs and stuff like that. And I've been lucky enough that recently I've become friends with the owner there. So, but yeah, I'm gonna take you through that shop and just kind of check it out, and maybe you'll see a little bit of the U District Street Fair because I went and checked that out. I didn't get a lot of footage. I didn't talk a lot. I just kind of got some B-roll of there. I'm still, you know, not entirely comfortable just randomly shooting in public, but I'll get there eventually. Maybe we'll see the progression of my comfortability in just busting out my camera during public situations. But yeah, check it out. Back in my office, and let's see the haul I got from HiFi LoFi here. Let's start off with this one. Bam! Shonen Jump. I believe this is issue 3, volume 1, issue 3. So you know what's crazy is I actually didn't know they did an English localization for Shonen Jump. If I would have known about that, I would have been getting these when I was a kid, but I had no idea. But this one really jumped out to me because it has a freaking Goku on the back. I was gonna say front, but it's the back. But yeah, if we open this up, this actually came with an exclusive Dragon Ball Z Goku trading card game there. I actually used to play this game. The original game, not the new one. But yeah, and sure enough, here's the card. That sweet holographic Goku. But this is so cool. I kind of wish they would restart doing this over here. Seeing the localization of Shonen Jump, super dope. Yeah, this thing is in like pristine shape. It's like this person never even read it, whoever owned it beforehand. You see that? The spine is just super clean. But this is a great buy. They have it actually in issue 1, but I think it was, I couldn't justify spending the money on it. But it was, it's tempting. Maybe I'll get it in the future, I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Put that aside. Next up, I picked up a couple vinyl records. I bam! First one is the soundtrack for Bubblegum Crisis. Oh yeah, look at that. If you've never seen Bubblegum Crisis or read the manga, check it out. It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty big staple of the late 80s. But the soundtrack is phenomenal on it. I don't know if I'll be able to play a little bit over the video. Maybe I can. If you hear it, there it is. If I don't put it in, too bad. Just look it up. But super dope. Album cover is really cool. And I think there's like 4 volumes of this. So this is volume 1. I did pick up volume 2. So, Little Movie Magic, I went back to that store. This is gonna be a couple times of going hauls. And I don't want to say haul because I didn't get a whole lot, but here is the other one. I did pick up volume 2 as well. So, again, great album art. Bam. Yeah, super cool. Again, check it out. And then I picked up a record called Pacific Breeze. It is a Japanese city pop kind of greatest hits type thing. On Beach Umbrella Edition, pressed on blue and green vinyl. This one has multiple volumes too, I saw there. It's kind of cool, you know. It's kind of like a mixed album with a bunch of various artists and Japanese city pop music. It is from 1976 to 1986 era, so pretty neat. Kind of matches the vibe of the room with the lights and stuff, but you know, it's a pretty good listen. Check it out. And then let's see here. Of course, speaking of Bubblegum Crisis, I had to pick up 2 Bubblegum Crisis VHSs, again for my 90s VHS anime collection here. But yeah, these are actually sealed, never opened, so brand new. Super cool. Can't wait to watch these. I freaking love using that VCR CRT. It's what I grew up with, you know, as a kid. So it is a lot of nostalgia happening with that. Now this last haul I got, or this last thing I got in the haul, so I used to collect a lot of retro video games. Probably about 6-7 years ago, I really got into Game Boy because I was helping cleaning my mom's house. I found my old Game Boy. The batteries in it still worked, and I ended up taking a 45-minute break because I was just playing Tetris. So a few years back, I started getting back into retro gaming, and like I started finding all my old games. But then I started buying a lot of Game Boy games I never had. And so this one I got a few years ago, probably 12 years ago. I found this at a local retro game store. It is Kid Dracula. Yeah, focus, camera, focus. There we go. Kid Dracula. It's a super fun kind of platformer game. I never heard of it as a kid, but when I saw it in the store, it looked really neat, and the guy that worked there, you know, was telling me how it's a super rare game. I mean, at the time, I think I spent like $60 on it, so I was like, oh man, that's pretty expensive for a Game Boy game. But I picked it up, had it for a few years, ended up selling it, and then when I walked into HiFi LoFi a few weeks back, I saw this in the case. I took a really close look at it. I mean, it's really hard to tell, but I feel like this was actually the exact same copy that I had because the label is so clean and crisp on it. I mean, look at that. It is awesome. But, super fun game. The music is phenomenal in it too. Once you start hearing the music from the first level, you kind of want to start bopping your head to it. But, yeah, I started getting back into retro games, and one of the big things was I was modifying Game Boys about that time when I was getting into retro gaming collection. And so a lot of cool stuff you could have done, you know, 7-8 years ago with Game Boys. They started doing like backlit IPS screens and stuff like that. So I started doing that with like my Game Boy Colors, and yeah, I kind of stopped doing it. And now that I started collecting again, I looked back into what parts are available for Game Boy modding now, and turns out there's a lot of new stuff. You can do like mini HDMI out, you can do wireless charging, lithium-ion battery mods, the whole thing. So I'll probably make a video because I did order a bunch of parts. I'm gonna remodify one of my Game Boy Colors, and maybe I'll start streaming since it'll have HDMI out. We'll see. It'll be a fun one. But yeah, thanks for joining me again, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It's at SpumoniToys or SpumoniToys Co. Follow me on TikTok at SpumoniToys Co. Follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!